What's going on, YouTube? Oh, you're going every which way. That is the sun. It is bright as heck. Can't do nothing about it. I can kind of move it this way. I think that'll work. So now, we're going to talk about power supply. Like I said, this came out of that computer that I took apart. It's your standard computer Dell power supply. It doesn't even tell me. It tells me the model. Doesn't really tell me the max wattage on this thing. It looks like they tested it. This is what you call a fully cabled modular. Meaning, and yes, here's the old Molochs, but these are cables. These are all basically, okay, you only need, let's just say you're just going to use the motherboard. This is an old 20-pin motherboard connection right there. Let's say you need, oh, it's just, I'm playing on the fly here because I don't know what I got to play with. You know, you have your old Molex connectors here for your something to read the floppy, the CD, and then either that or here's gonna be your CPU. Here's another connector. I mean, cables. It drives me nuts. For me, I don't mind if someone wants something like this. Okay, fine. But for me, this is being me, and this is now your sneak peek on something else that's coming. For me, it doesn't make sense to have cables. And yes, I should have been a little more prepared, but that's alright. This, to me, is a better bang for your buck. So we're going to move you down a little bit. Yes, I don't know how many watts this is. It doesn't really say on it. I'm sure I can find out somewhere. But it doesn't tell me how many watts. I'm going to imagine maybe 300 to 400 watts. This big boy, yeah, this is a big boy right here. This is absolutely a monster. I can tell you right now, yes, it is an EVG. It's got bells and whistles up the yin-yang. I don't really need, all I need is the on and off switch back here. But yes, this is the behemoth I picked up. Now, like I said, you can do cables, and you can get power supplies like this, a little cheaper. But once you go this route, fully modular, it's a lot better because here's your motherboard, graphics card right here. Here's your SATAs. This one right here, I'll zoom in. Oh, actually, that right there is for this connection, not that connection. Excuse me, wrong one. My bad. This connection. They still put it on here. That means they come with a cable that goes in here, and you can convert it over to Molex. Believe it or not. Shocked the blank out of me. Your SATA cables is your external hard drives. Here's your two CPUs. Now, I know for a fact this is 750 watts. Is this way overkill? Yes. But if I ever need to upgrade anything, do anything, I know this CPU can handle it. I do have another one coming for the other computer build. But look at the comparison. I mean, you have cables, and I'll flip it back this way. No cables. For me, and this is strictly, we're going to put me up here now. For my preference, my personal belief, this is, everyone's got their way of doing computer builds. This is just my way of doing it. I like cable management. This way, I don't have to have a big set of wires like this down on the bottom of my case, all coiled up. I can add or subtract at any given point. You could do the same here, but then you're going to be doing what they did, zip tying it. I just don't like this. It drives me bonkers. I mean, they did a little bit of cable management here, and they zip tied it to this, which is fine. But when you can just go like this, and I'm not going to show you the box, but you're just going to take my word for it. There's so many cables in the box that comes with it. And look at the comparison. There's the, we're going to see if I can do that. There you go. There's a good view of that for you. Old mother 20 pin. Here's a new mother pin 24 connector. And then you can see how much thicker. It's not that much thicker, but it's thick enough. So those are the mother supply. Mother supplies can go all the way down to, from what I've seen, 200 watt, and I've seen over 1,600 watt. You're using 1,600 watt on a desktop computer. You're doing some type of really high-end photo editing rig, or you're basically doing gaming. I still just can't put my fingertip on how many. What would you use the watt? The computer that I'm about to build back here with this power supply. This power supply is 750 watts. The computer that I'm building, when I did PC part builder, it came out to like a total of around 450. Now, the reason why it came up to 450 watts total use, and I got 300. My mother chipset 1151 can use an i9 processor CPU. I got an i7, so I can eventually flip the dang CPU out and put an i9. It draws more wattage. The higher end graphics cards you put in these things will draw a lot of amps, or a lot of watts, excuse me. And why I'm referring to amps, I don't know. But let's say you put a graphics card. The graphics card I want in, I think it's going to draw like, I would say anywhere from 5 to 10, maybe 40 watts, somewhere in there. I don't have the graphics card yet. That's the last piece I got to get before I build mine. But yes, the more things you put in the computer, the more the stuff draws watts. And when it does, then that's why you need a bigger power supply. Like I said, I'm assuming this is going to be a 300, 400 watt. The computer I'm building is going to be drawing around 410 watts. And I have 300 watts extra of wiggle room before I would have to ever upgrade the CPU. Or not the CPU, the power supply. I can upgrade the CPU too to an i9. But before I ever have to mess with the power supply, I wouldn't have to do that right away. I can upgrade the freaking graphics card to a better graphics card and the CPU and still have plenty of room in this power supply to do it. But that's all I got for you on this video. Like I said, I'm assuming this old one right here is about 200, 300 watts tops. This behemoth is 750 watts. It is gold rated, 80 plus gold rated, and in here are Japanese capacitors. This has a 10-year warranty on this power supply. 10 years. Boy. Nice. Just nice. But anyways, that is all I got for you on this video. This did come out of that Dell computer that I've been showing you parts on. There is one more part that I'm going to show you. It's an old relic. And it's from the 90s, I can tell you this right now. If you want a little sneak peek, a little teaser, go look up FFD adapter. That is what I'm about to show you. And anybody that knows what FDD is, comment below. And yeah, this mother supply came with an FFD adapter. If you don't believe me, I'm about to leave you on this. Let's see if I can find it real quick. Oh yeah, I'm playing in the box while I'm talking to you. You can look at the back material. Like I said, I'm not going to edit things. I don't like editing things. Just not me. I will probably edit some videos. I do have more pictures of the sky. That's another thing. But this is an FDD adapter. I want you to look at that when this video is released, before I release the last video, which pertains to this information. It's just a relic from the past. So, on that, YouTube, you have a wonderful day. I'll catch you on the next fun computer dismantle or ascribing what I know of these. You have a wonderful day. Later.